On BKS1 Radio, let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio. BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good afternoon.
It's morning somewhere. Wake your ass up.
It's morning someday going where
worldwide,
you are
son.
On the official Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. I'm excited today, man. We got some things y'all need to hear today. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Let me introduce my partner. Dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him what? Deacon Will Will.
For the children, Wakanda forever. Let's
Deacon Will Will.
All right.
And I'm just humbly stormed on the general. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings.
Chief Potter Wash extraordinaire.
Let's get this thing on and popping. But first and foremost, shout out to everybody watching this live right now on YouTube.
Bang.
Shout out to everyone watching this live right now on Twitter and Periscope.
Bang.
Shout out to everyone listening to us live on what? The TuneIn app.
It is free.
Download it, people. Download that TuneIn app.
Bang, bang, bang.
And shout out to everybody watching us on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Right.
And salute to everybody checking us out on FB. We love y'all too. You know how it goes down. Let me give y'all some claps and applause. It's going to be an awesome show today.
Let's
you know
get
you at the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show on BKS1 Radio.
It's
now, shout out to Kenny Johnson. Yes, Kenny,
Johnson.
what's up? Deidre Howard Francois. I just like saying that name. Francois. It's so debonair, so bougie. Shout out to Kaz on the check-in. Kaz was good.
Minor?
Denise Sparrow on the check-in.
Sparrow.
Shout out to Greg Glenn on the check-in. What's up, Greg? Shout out to Sandy B. What's up, Squale? Walter Pittman on the check-in. Yes. Phyllis Woodbury. What's up, Queen? What's going on, Queen? Shout out to Tracy Abrams on the check-in.
Abrams?
Yes. Everybody. DT, what's good, my brother?
What
on the
up,
check-in. No doubt. Shout out to Alicia Mitchell. Hey, Queen. Janice
Mitchell.
Maxine Brooks. Hey,
Janice
what's
Maxine
up, beautiful
Brooks,
people?
what up?
You know where y'all at. Where y'all at? The Man Cave Morning /
It's the Man Cave
Afternoon
Morning
Show.
Show.
Let's
Hey.
get this thing on and popping. Going to talk about a lot of different things today, but first,
Is that right?
before we get into some of the things we're going to talk about, what's popping this Saturday at the Zulu Bar, the beautiful Zulu Bar in West Orange, New Jersey. It's 437 Main Street, West Orange, New Jersey. It's the BKS1 Radio Holiday Party. It's our 10th year anniversary, and it's the Who Owns the Mic. You know how we get down with that. We got some awesome talent that's going to take that mic and do what they do. I'm going to be on the ones and twos along with DJ Okie E. I'm going to be rocking out. I'm already ready to take y'all on a journey. It's going to be a fun night. Shout out to the Zulu Bar. They're in partnership with us on this one. It's going to be an excellent night. Grown and sexy people. So come
437.
looking grown and sexy.
437 Main Street, West Orange. My neck of the woods. What?
Yes. It's going down.
Where my
this
chicken
Saturday.
wings?
I want to make sure y'all all are there. The link will be up today to get your advance ticket. Tickets are only $10 to walk through the door and have an amazing, fabulous time. The Zulu Bar got some good food as well as nice drink specials and everything. Nobody trying to hurt nobody's pocket. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful time with BKS1 Radio. The squad, the whole squad will be in the building looking good for you and doing what we do, man. It's our holiday party, so come on out this Saturday.
10th year anniversary.
It starts promptly 7 p.m.
All
right, rocking our way out to 1 a.m. That's how we doing it. All right, so make sure y'all come out and enjoy yourself along with the team, man. Along with the team. So now, let's get into one of the things we're going to talk about today and discuss. Shout out to D. Sands. Shout out to Juanita Karen Hartstown. Hey, Miss Felicia. Hello, Felicia. And shout out to
not Bob Felicia.
Yes,
but
Felicia. Hi, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
Yes. So one of the things we're going to be talking about today, man, and it's funny because me and Wu was cracking up and talking about some things amongst ourselves about this topic. So mistakes you need to stop making after 40.
Oh my God.
Mistakes you need to stop making after 40.
Gonna be some transparency here today.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some transparency. We're gonna discuss that for sure. For sure, we're gonna discuss that. By the way, real quick, that teacher we was talking about, and he was like, it's okay for her to dress like that, whatever. Like
no, y'all said it was okay.
Why are they putting up more clips? There's recent clips. So here goes your lesson for today. Check it out. She's still doing her. She don't care what y'all say.
Yes, I'm teaching.
How many colonies do we have? 13. How many of them had their own set of laws? Nope. We've got 13 colonies. 10. We've got 10 of them that have their own sets of laws. And what is that set of laws called amongst each of the colonies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Enough of that, Woo. Jeez, drive me to drink.
She said, what are those sets called? Those set of titties?
You got problems. You got issues, bro. All right.
I love it. Teach me, baby.
First
teach me
story of today. So Wu said this. Okay. Y'all tell me what y'all think this is, right? Wu said this next story was white privilege.
Yes,
I basically
did.
said it was rich privilege.
It was green privilege.
It's green privilege.
And then I got schooled.
What do y'all think?
All right.
So we're going to run the clip. Want to just run the clip?
Profitable conversation.
Or you want to tell the story?
No, let's watch the clip first.
Let's watch the clip. Here go the clip.
Yep.
The criminal justice system is severely broken after a Texas judge approved a plea deal today that will keep her alleged attacker out of jail.
23-year-old Jacob Anderson walked out of a Texas courtroom where he could have faced years in prison if convicted of raping a Baylor University student. Instead, a judge accepted a plea deal to the lesser charge of unlawful restraint. Anderson gets 3 years probation, no jail time, will not have to register as a sex offender, and will pay a $400 fine.
The victim says she was raped during a party outside of Baylor's Phi Delta Theta house in 2016. She was only 19 years old. She was given alcohol and says she remembers Anderson repeatedly assaulting her.
The victim, known as Donna Doe, immediately reported the attack to police. A grand jury found enough evidence to indict Anderson, but prosecutor Hillary Laborde decided not to pursue charges.
The criminal justice system is severely broken after a Texas judge approved a plea deal today that will keep her alleged attacker out of jail.
23-year-old Jacob Anderson.
I may have to disagree with you, right?
Speak on it.
About the whole. I kind of agree and disagree. I think we both right.
Yeah, I do too.
I think we
now
both
that
right.
I think about it.
White privilege.
I think it was a typical case.
But rich privilege, too.
Right.
And the reason why I'm saying that, because I remember a case in Union County where it was a Caucasian male, and he was charged with rape and all of that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they threw him the book. Like, he got like 40-plus years.
Right.
40-plus years. But he was from the post side of town. He's from the Pole side of town, and they 40 years.
I think that I am so accustomed to covering stories and my background history and my PTSD with regards to racism and everything else that I'm so keenly aware of the separate but unequal justice system, white privilege, etc., how white people get away with stuff, this, that, and the other. One of the things that I don't ever consider is how poor white folks fare in the system. See, if you poor and you're white, as Norm was illustrating, and you do a crime, it's different than if you are rich and white. Now, the white boy still has more advantages over me because this is a racist society, but green trumps white. If you got money, just ask OJ, you could possibly get away with murder, and you start spreading that green around. And that was something I'd never considered.
Here's the thing. So there was actually unwanted physical contact in this situation.
Right.
Restraint, all of that. It was more than that. It was basically rape, but they lessened the charge. So here's my whole thing, man. Again,
speak on it.
This is where I'm going to go with the double standard. I have to flip here real quick, and then I'm off of it. Bill Cosby says it all. 30 years ago, boom, this was a recent situation. The judge had sympathy,
right,
lessened the charge, and he walks away from this with 3 years probation. But the 19-year-old he raped, right? The victim is hurt by this. The family is hurt by this, and everything. Again, there's a serious double standard out there, and I know everybody's saying, but Bill got what he deserved. But check this out: who's more of a monster? All right, who's more of a monster? From what I'm hearing, this man attacked this female, raped her, did more than restrain her. All of this, raped her, got away with this, that, a lot of physical violence, whatever, and he's walking away free. 3 years probation.
There is a man that's now a Supreme Court judge who I believe, is just my opinion, I watched his testimony, I watched her testimony, got drunk and physically assaulted a chick and damn near raped her, and she basically fought him off and got away, and they crucified the victim. And now not only is he not off, but he's rewarded, and he now sits in a position of power. So I can't just not see of all of that. I can't just not see the power of all that. And, yo, man, I guess it's about money, because you can get raped as a woman and nobody give a care about you. Nobody gives a damn about you. You could be victimized by these monsters, and they drag you through the mud, and he gets set free, and people talk about you.
Listen.
Okay, America.
It's years
you
later.
Like it, I love it.
It's years later. We all know OJ got off for murder.
Yes. That money, that long ring.
That was no white privilege. That was because
that was being able to afford that lawyer, Johnny Cochran.
That's it.
That's all that was.
That was rich star privilege.
Right.
Celebrity privilege. So think about that.
But, last thing, rich and black, rich and white, I still going to have to say,
yeah, of course.
Advantage goes to the rich white
it's
boy
always
and
gonna,
the rich black
listen to the word I use. It's always going to trump that.
Orange power.
Next story.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, what do we got here? What was this story right here? Hold on as I pull this up. But let's read some comments real quick. Shout out to Phyllis Wood. Deidre said, unlawful restraint. Is that kidnapping?
Right.
Yep. Kidnapping? Yep. Kidnapping. Let's see. Cass said, hey, Phyllis, how would you feel if I unlawfully restrain you at the party?
Oh, my God. And they call me thirsty.
We got,
Jesus.
wait a minute. We got an admission. An admission is in the comment section.
What's that?
We're going to clip this up. Screenshot it.
No, I ain't gonna listen to that to my man Cass. But
screenshot it. Better not touch Phyllis Cash. All right.
I mean, you shooting your shot, but damn, bruh.
Did he shoot his shot?
That's thirst.
Akisa always buying you a drink.
Dig it. I guess he want all the
What more do you
ladies.
want? Shout out to Chanel Red on the chicken. Red, what's good? What's good? You supposed to be getting back to me, Red. Love you, Red.
All right.
All right. Now, next story. Let's pull this up, man. Let's pull this up. You all excited about the party, man, and everything, because you done went to the spot. You done met the owner.
Oh, you talking about me, bro? How you gonna give me the assignment and then blow me up?
I'm just saying.
Look. The owner of the station was like, woo, go out and scout the land. Send the advanced troops to see what's going on. Get that, sir. Thank you. Hey.
He like, yeah, exactly. You're like, oh my God, she was beautiful. I didn't know what she was wearing. What is that, velvet?
What is this, velvet?
All right.
Where you from, Ghana?
This
hey,
this next story, real talk. I just want to. We got to do better, people. All right. So this next one.
You talking about the baby? Or?
Yeah, this next one. This brother. I'll read the story. Then I'm just going to run.
Oh,
the
brother. Okay.
Yeah, let's read the story first. All right. So, a Florida man screams for God after being charged with murder. A Florida man screams for God after being charged with murder. Let's read some of this. I saw the story.
That's why I'm laughing. 19-year-old Florida young man screams for God as he's being taken into court after being charged with allegedly murdering his 2 roommates. Y'all think the judge will spare his soul since he's repenting now, or nah? Look at the clip,
all right,
bro.
So we're gonna run this clip.
Black on
all
black crime.
All I'm gonna say is get ready for it. Y'all ready?
Black people acting.
He in court.
Black people.
Judge handed down a sentence, and he wants God to get his back. That's all I'm saying.
Run the clip. John.
Here go the clip.
Run the clip.
I've done all that. I've determined the conditions of your release. Arrest report and be released. I've already heard all those instructions on tape earlier this morning. Arrest. I will remind you these circumstances remain silent. I am not able to say can be used against you in form of later proceedings. These proceedings being recorded at the Volusia County Jail, and you will be brought before the felony division judge. God! 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 God!
Look, man. Look. People, all I'm saying, if you kill, listen, what to do. He killed 2 people. He killed his roommates. So now the judge hands down that sentence.
Oh God!
And you like, God don't hear you, bro. He ain't trying to help you.
Pretending that you're crazy is going to get you off. I know crazy. I work in mental health. You're not crazy. You better call from God.
Yo, you see his face though?
You're gonna be grabbing your ankles in prison, my friend.
Did y'all see his face? Hold up.
Black ass going to jail.
Sansa, are you serious? DJ, you right. He was going for the insanity plea. Exactly. That knucker was going to kill again. Did y'all see his face though? Did y'all see his face?
Oh.
Did you see the eyes?
Oh my God. Hold on. I'm crazy, but let me neatly shave and trim my goatee and gently quaff my locks.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
3, 2, 1. Oh, God! You shouldn't have shaved at least, bro. You should have foamed at the mouth. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, he going down. It's a wrap.
Black ass going to jail. You gonna be calling for God every night?
It's a wrap, son. This next clip kind of makes me mad, right?
What's that, sir? I don't even know what you're
So the little baby.
The baby
is subjected to her mama. I think I'm just going to run the clip.
Run the clip.
Y'all just read what it says, because there's really nothing to talk about. Poor little baby. That's all. I guess it is taught.
Absolutely.
So you know where we going with this. I guess it is taught.
Racism, man!
Shh. Let's run the clip, bruh. Here go the clip.
Where are they gone?
I don't know.
You don't know? So who ate them all?
Someone come round and they just ate them all.
Someone come round and ate the cakes?
Yeah.
So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
Oh my God! Where are they gone?
I don't know.
You don't know. So who ate them all?
Someone come round and they just ate them all.
Someone come around and ate the cakes?
Yeah.
So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, you know, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
Where are they gone?
Twas a black man. The baby. Little racist baby.
I just got one thing to say about that.
Twas the black man.
God! Bro,
I'm tired of racism. Twas the black man.
Bro,
you want to start? You want to start, or you want me to start?
I can't.
I'm saying what?
DT says she should be charged for endangering the welfare of a child for teaching her that mentality. Man, I'm with you. Demetri said, I know I should by outrage, but I laughed so damn hard.
That's the baby.
Cass said the crumbs are still on her face.
He was like, you know how kids lie? Twas the black man.
She knew who to blame it on. She knew who to blame it on.
So
I don't think that shit was funny at all. Phyllis said, I'm sorry. I was trying not to laugh at that whole clip. But it was funny.
So before we move on, let me.
You know where she got that from? She got it from her mama. She got it from her mama.
So let me ask you this. Picture it, shall we? The year is 1977.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the park with my daddy. He got the shaft coat on with the big lapels and the greased back hair and little mustache. And it was a lady in front of my dad. He was like, "Sister, greet my son." I was like, "Assalamu alaikum." He was like, and he was like, "Tell him what it is." So I tell him, "The black man is God. You have recessive genes, and Assalamu alaikum." And was I not being indoctrinated too? Let's keep it real. And my father was using me to get trim from women. Now
that goes back to the point. That goes back to the point to our earlier shows when we was talking about, is racism taught and all of that? Is it a learned behavior? All of that. So we see right there in that clip, you know, she's asking, you know, did you eat the cake? And who ate the cake? And who ate the cake? And she goes, it was a black man.
How dare you, Norm? I can't be racist because I don't have a system behind me.
Okay. Well, on that note, yes, we are going to talk about our topic today. If you look in the post description, you will see the topic. You can always see what our topic is going to be. Just look right in the post of the video, and we're going to talk about that. We're about to get to that shortly.
Yeah, people commenting on that topic.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're going to go in on that. We're going to go in on that because I just seen a lot of effery.
Was the black man?
I'm sorry. By the age of 40, there's some things I guess we need to, you know, stop making mistakes and doing.
Absolutely.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm a little sad by this clip. Shout out to Mike, one of our platinum listeners, and he always calls in. Y'all know Mike.
Mike on a horse.
Mike sends stories in now to the email. Like,
respect.
He sends things in for us to discuss.
My brother from another mother.
The BKS1 radio email. And this is one of the stories he sent in, man. So I'm going to just run the clip for y'all.
Yeah, we'll take it from there. You have to see it first.
All right, here go the clip.
Jasmine Headley on the floor at the Human Resource Administration Center on Bergen Street as officers tried to take her one-year-old from her arms. It was a violent struggle. Headley was sitting on the ground. Witnesses saying that she was waiting for assistance and there were no other seats. She was asked to move, and when she didn't, officers were called. The situation only got worse when a stun gun was even pointed at the crowd and then at that mother. We spoke to the woman who shot this cell phone video, and she says it could have all been handled differently.
She called like 5 other female security guards over, and they all were just harassing her. They was all just bothering her. And everybody that was sitting in the chairs, they was all telling them, like, just leave the girl alone. Like, she's not bothering nobody. She's just sitting down. Like, she's been here all day. She's tired. but they kept harassing her. I was just so disgusted, and I was like scared. Like, I thought the cops were supposed to help you. They just straight up came.
Go ahead, bro.
I got a full clip of like the whole incident and everything, but y'all saw the cops. They was tussling with the mother. The mother had the baby in her arms like this. Now here's my thing, right? So this is a female, black female, no weapon. There's no weapons. There was no talk of weapons, anything, right? So they couldn't hurt her, right? And she had the baby in her arms. There probably need to be some type of policy or procedure put in place that if you are trying to arrest a female that has a child or something like that, there needs to be something put in place to it. Whereas like, as long as that child is in the arms or whatever like that, like she's off limits. Like you can't touch her or whatever, because that baby could have been severely hurt. They was going to use the stun gun too as well. You've seen the tussling go back and forth. Let me just run a full clip without the news story behind it. Here goes the clip, y'all. We ready today.
Oh my God!
A child for dear life. She was holding on to that baby for dear life, man. I don't know, man. It's got to be something else put in place. Now, from what I understand, the incident itself, what it was over, wasn't even that serious. She refused to move from a spot or whatever, or a place or whatever, and it escalated, and it came down to that.
This is wrong on so many levels. I can't even begin to start. I was trying to ascertain what their rationale could have possibly been. And now you tell me that the rationale is because you didn't move from a chair quickly enough? Here's the thing, working in mental health.
Right.
People need to be taught how to de-escalate. This is my field. I'm no expert, but I've been in it for a very long time. Let me tell you something. Do you know that instead of you can use a calmer tone? Instead of getting physical, you can use eye contact. You can close the space. You can create empathy between the person and yourself. That woman did not appear to be mentally ill or anything. Number one. Number two, if I'm holding on to my child and someone tries to grab it, you're going to have to shoot me in the head before I'm going to release the child. So this idea that we escalate violence all the time, not we, but authority. I'm not even talking about police brutality and racism and all the other stuff which has a hand in it. What I'm saying is adults, men and women, de-escalate. You're always supposed to be looking to de-escalate, not to escalate. The problem is that a lot of these officers are taught that. Now, before you go start running your mouth, and I work with police every single day. Right. Me? Yes. The person that speaks out against police brutality, I work against it every day. And we work in a mental health milieu. You don't come into a situation with guns blazing. Now tell me, what threat was that woman posing to anyone? Right. As a matter of fact, you were the threat, because if you would have grabbed the baby and the baby would have busted his head or got tased or electrocuted, then what?
Absolutely.
It's disgusting, bro. Absolutely disgusting.
Let's read some comments. Shout out to Kiss. What's good?
What up, Kiss?
What's good? Yes, as y'all see, I'm still partaking in the coquito.
You better come get some coquito.
No doubt. So, all right. So Phyllis said, so sad. Alicia Mitchell said, fire them all. Kiss said, what the hell? Victor Johnson joined. Shout out to Victor. DT said those cops didn't give a F, and they are endangering the welfare of a child and should be charged.
And a mother.
Yes. Deidre said, explain to me why no one gave her a seat. No doubt. Tanya Cobb. Hey, how you doing, Tanya?
What up, Tanya?
Kaz Minor. If they would have hit her with that stun gun, whoever she was holding onto would have felt the exact same force from that stun gun. That baby would wouldn't be able to survive that force.
Right.
True indeed. Phyllis said to Deidre, exactly, society at its worst.
Yep.
True indeed. Let's read Victor Johnson's comment.
Vic Johnson, that was disgusting.
Sorry.
He's pulling the baby so violently, had me mad, ready to punch the cop in his face, and it's not my child. Crazy thing. Violent. Kiss Big Sister posted a video of cops tackling a guy hopping a train.
Wow. D-Max out there. What's good, man? All right, let's read D-Max.
It's sitting on the floor illegal in 2018, so they called the police. We jumping. Where we at?
Right here.
Called the police to force her to stand up. She was there to get help and got assaulted. Shaking my head. When people sitting saw she was being harassed, why didn't someone offer her a chair?
True indeed.
Deidre,
True indeed.
exactly.
Because you know why? World Star, they wanted that footage. Sad. Alicia Mitchell.
Charges will be endangering the welfare of a minor and let them collect what she was there for.
Yeah.
I mean, when I hear these stories of Border Patrol police yanking babies out of what's going on where we rip children from the arms of a mother, like how was that cool? Like what demonic, where are we at as a country? Like forget black, white, forget like
you know what?
And police officers just go stunner, puncher.
The sad,
what's up with that
the
bullshit,
sad thing
man?
though, I seen the equivalent overseas in an Asian country, and they was doing the same thing, and the officers over there was doing the same thing. Like they didn't care that the fact that this woman was holding the baby. They came after her, and whatever they hit her with the baby in her arms, and it's sad that again there should be some type of in the place if you are dealing with a mother with a child that's holding on to the child.
Here's why I think this is all dangerous. So I put the uniform on and my humanity leaves me. Don't you know, as a police officer, I have kids, I'm human. The fact that they have no empathy, the fact that all of these human beings who happen to be wearing uniform get into this mob mentality and then say, attack that baby, attack that mother. And they all get together and co-sign, and not one officer goes, whoa, calm down. That to me is very dangerous, because now I can control and manipulate people with groupthink. I'm the police, I'm the authority, therefore whatever violent act I perpetrate upon the public, oh well. Had that been you on the ground, you'd be screaming bloody murder. So this fact that we just into this mob mentality, this groupthink, we're not going to win like this.
No doubt.
Got to do better.
All right.
Jesus.
Got to lighten it up before we go into the topic.
Have to.
And not really so much. Okay, so we know that anytime a celebrity, announces who they're dealing with.
Oh, this is a good
or
conversation.
whatever, announces who they're dealing with or who they're seeing now or messing around with, whatever, they come under constant attack, by people on social media. That's it. If you got millions of followers, somebody's going to say something negative. Well, Nicki Minaj got tired of it and clapped back at somebody that has something negative to say about the person that she's seeing now.
Okay.
And so basically this person came at him that the person that she's dealing with now was a rapist, was a statutory rapist.
But break it down further, because that's a loaded word.
Yeah, but
rapist.
that's
loaded.
That's what was being said about this guy she's dealing with now. Here's a guy. We're just going to read the clip and we're going to show y'all what Nicki said. All right, here it goes. So here's Anna Doll, right? She gets on Nicki's feed and says,
why y'all calling this man a rapist? But it happened in 1994, meaning he was 16 or 17 and the girl was 16. Must have been a white girl. Nicki Minaj, Anna Doll. He was 15 and she was 16 in a relationship. But go off internet. Y'all can't run my life. Y'all can't even run your own life. Thank you, boo.
And so now she addressed that. But now, see, y'all had to see the other comments was crazy. The other comments were like, they just was going in, calling dude all types of things and rapists and everything, because there is like a record of something that happened in his past out there or whatever. It's like, and that goes back to people not letting your past go.
But according to Nicki, he was the younger and she was the older, according to Nicki.
Nicki's explaining it when she didn't have to.
Right. So if he was 15 and she was 16, who was the rapist? Her? I'm quite sure that's not the way they spun it, and they call his brother a rapist instead.
Oh no, they've been going in. They've been going in on this dude, bro, and that's the whole thing. So I'm starting to see a lot of celebrities clap back. Fans and people that's on their social media actually respond, because you know celebrities usually don't respond to everything or whatever, and they starting to really clap back, as they should. You know, I guess the easier thing to be is not say nothing and let them say what they want to say.
Yeah, no doubt.
But people getting tired of that, man.
I agree. When you start throwing around words like rape and stuff like that, and then you're talking about, watch this, an 18-year-old having sex with a 17-year-old, or a 15-year-old having sex with a 17-year-old, this and that other, and you start getting into these gradations and not acknowledging that, hey, these two people were in a relationship. They were young people in a relationship. That's what they're doing. It was not like this older person raping this younger person, but people rape and they run off to the races, and it's not cool. That's the first aspect of the conversation. The second aspect me and Norm started to discuss was, you know, apparently this guy looks like a regular guy, and we were talking about how, like, the decision that she made just to be with a regular person. So then I asked Norm, being in the industry as long as he has and being a producer, walking around famous people, could he see himself in a relationship with someone famous?
And I basically said I couldn't do that. I had my reasons why. I didn't get involved in whatever. I'm not even going to state who it was or whatever case may be.
This is before Squale.
Yeah, way before.
Mrs. General, yeah.
But my thing is, to me, it's too much drama. You would think that getting into a relationship with somebody in the business do the same thing I do is going to be that much easier, because they understand you. That's usually the general consensus. If I mess with somebody that does the exact same thing I do, they will understand, and we won't have no problems and everything, and she won't sweat me about why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that. Not true. Not true. Sometimes it's better to go totally left. Not even trying to be in the entertainment business. Somebody's not even checking for it. Whatever. Just rock with you because of you.
Yeah.
And you know, 9 times out of 10, that's the better situation. That's the best situation. Those situations have more longevity. But then the flip side of that too is you always got to wonder, like, what's your intention? What are their underlying intentions for wanting to be with you? You know, so if you do get past that point safely, then you're good. Then it becomes a regular relationship. You know what I'm saying?
My perspective is twofold. One, I'm a private person. How are you private? How would you on the air? Like, my skill set happens to come with attention, but I don't like, number one, I don't like people in business. Number two, could I be with someone in the industry? At this time, probably not. Here's why. A lot of times, authority that, you know, that have power and are accustomed to never being questioned can sometimes take their power and become abusive. What do I mean? I don't need to date a star to know that, you know, a chick that's running a Fortune 500 company and driving a foreign, or a chick that's a principal, or a chick that's a stockbroker and stuff like that. One of those 3 people I actually dated. You can guess who, right? But used to having this authority and never to be questioned. So if I'm an equal, but my partner doesn't see me as such because they got the gas face, right? Because their head is so propped up and they're so in the habit of just doing what they want and ignoring other people, then that means the relationship is not going to work. So I do believe in equality. And I'm not saying that all celebrities have the gas face or whatever, but you can't deny that, you know, strong black independent women are used to being the man. Well, where does that leave me? Because I'm the man. Taking on my responsibility. Well, what does that leave me to do? Because then I don't have any responsibility. And being kind of demeaning, because they're like, well, if I come and say, hey, listen, I felt what you did was wrong. How am I wrong? Look at this money. Look at this influence. Look at all these people kissing my ass. Look at all these yes men I got. Look at all this cognitive dissonance going on. So that's what me and Norm was talking about. Like, forget all the glitz and the glamour at my age, creeping up on 50. I got to have respect. And I think that sometimes people with all of that glitz and glamour don't respect other people. They forget. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Listen, real quick. Let me read some comments and then let's move on. Shout out to Remote. What's good?
Yep.
What's going on? Sandy said, "How is it statutory rape if they were both minors and he was younger?"
Right.
Sound like trumped up charges to me. Yeah.
Yes.
Going back to what we was talking about earlier.
Yes.
But dealing with this subject, man, and just to kind of transition it a little bit. I notice how we live in a society today, right, and this is real talk, and be honest. Let's be honest about if we do this or not, whatever. And I see females do this, right? Car note not paid.
Go ahead.
Rent not paid.
Go ahead.
They buying $300 shoes, $500 shoes.
Sounding mighty black to me.
Buying an expensive purse, pocketbook, whatever, right?
Yes.
Meanwhile, utilities not paid, this
Right.
not paid, whatever the case may be. It's like we
Kids
got our
don't got no
priorities
clothes, right.
all screwed up. And why do we equate being successful all the time, right? Right? We equate being successful with having things that show that we're successful.
Right. Yes.
I'm successful, so I'm successful, so I got to have this. I'm successful, so I got to have that. And what made us talk about this, I got to show y'all this, right? And it's funny because this dude put up the post, and we get a lot of our news from there, whatever. He put up a post, and it made so much sense. Look at these two guys, who these two guys is. This is what we're getting at. All right, so $162 billion combined, and not one Gucci belt in sight.
Sila.
What does that say? By them putting that post up, right? What do they say? $162 billion combined, and not one Gucci belt in sight. Not a Gucci belt in sight. Look at how they dress. Both of them billionaires. Why do we try so hard? And we're going to talk about it. We're going to keep it 100 on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Why do we try so hard to impress people? What is it? What is it in our nature that goes that extra step to be like, look at me. Look at what I'm wearing. Look at what I just bought.
Let me go in. Do you know those two men would not be able to get in dressed like that? Would not be able to get into the club that we're celebrating our 10th anniversary with. That's the first thing. Because we have to outwardly show. Here's a parable that I saw on Shah Zulu. You know, the monkey and the shiny bauble. There's something shiny in a cage. The monkey goes to grab what's shiny, and the cage wraps around him because the fist that he makes it impossible for him to pull it out. All the monkey has to do is release the shiny bauble and pull it out. But he's so selfish and so immature and animalistic that he keeps a hold to what he thinks is important. And then the hunter just sits there and goes, and that's us. No, I'm not calling black people animals or monkey, but goddamn it, we're going to talk today. We're going to have some fair and balanced reporting. Go ahead.
So I turned on the news the other day, 2 days ago, and I was actually going to make this one of our stories, but we went on to other things.
All right.
So 2 days ago in the Bronx, again, this young man got robbed. He got robbed, killed, and they took his sneakers and they took his cell phone. Sneakers and cell phones. Sneakers because they were Nikes. They were the new Nikes. Cell phones, iPhone, whatever the case may be. So 9 times out of 10, what are you paying today for an iPhone? Like $800?
Something like that.
Something like that. Sneakers probably $350, close $400, whatever sneakers. But here's my thing. Why do we feel the need to have these type of things? Right? So what is the difference? How many of you... Real talk, ladies, and I want y'all to be honest. Just be honest in y'all how y'all respond to what I'm about to say now. You got a pair of shoes over here, right? You got a pair of shoes over here. These pair of shoes cost $300. They look aight. You got these popping pair of shoes over here. They look just as good, even better. $20, or $15, $20, right? I know some of you would buy the $300 pair of shoes because it's a status symbol. I got these shoes. Everybody rocking these shoes in the clubs and got this style, this brand of shoe. Over here, you got these $20 joints from DSW. They're $20, $25, whatever. They look just as good, like banging. And you had the choice, and you had the money to buy both. Some of y'all would get them $300 pair of shoes because of the brand. Be honest. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, no, I wouldn't. No, yes, you would. I've seen it.
I think that what you're dealing with is mental illness and trauma, if you put a man in prison for 30 years and just release him out into the open and then say, hey, go live your life, this and that and third. So that's the first thing. The pathology of the African American is retarded, it's sick, it's self-destructive. Now, there are several reasons for that, and I always go off on that, and I'm not going to do that today. To wit, so when my son, about 4 years, was catching a light rail to go to college, and another black person pulled out a gun and stuck it to his head and said, give me your iPhone, huh? And wasn't a white man in sight, wasn't a racist person in sight. Now imagine if it would have went wrong. Imagine if my son would have got puffed up. Then today I would have my son, huh? Imagine if I would have caught that boy within the first week before my anger had quelled.
Right.
Now my son would have been without a father because I would be in jail. Watch this. And I would have taken the life of that boy that did that to my son. Until we really began to address the pathology that we suffer from in this country, we will never, ever advance. We have this thing in us that we tear each other down, and like the monkey, we grab for the shiny bauble. Last thing. If this was built in a slave shop and that was built in a slave shop, but this costs $10 and that costs $300 because it got a white man's name on it. But then when a black man tries to sell you a pair of sneakers for $500, you say he's a lunatic. We are very, very sick people. I mean, I'm just saying, very sick. We have a lot of issues, and we, instead of addressing the issues, we pay attention to bullcrap.
Yeah,
that's just what I'm saying.
And I see it.
Sorry for being depressing, but
no, but I see it
all
all
the time.
It
is, black people.
I'm gonna keep it 300. Most circles I've been in, and I've been around a lot of millionaires and a lot of almost billionaires and whatever. I've been around a lot of them. And trust me when I tell you. And the stuff that we care about in the hood, they care nothing about. They can care less about a Gucci bag, a Fendi bag, Ferragamos. Well, I did see some of them wearing Ferragamos. Whatever. They are comfortable shoes, by the way.
Okay,
and,
I wouldn't know, but I got you.
Yeah, they're like about $300. Then Macy's used to sell them. I was going to put them on layaway, but
right. No,
I didn't feel like doing the layaway plan.
I got you.
But anyway, but none of them on the serious tip. None of them had Gucci belts, but they didn't care about none of that stuff. So they didn't care about that. I saw how they dressed. They was in like khaki pants.
It's their uniform.
Whatever.
Khaki.
Yeah.
Moccasin.
Basic Target shirt. You know, Target or whatever. A little cap on.
Little cheap fisherman cap on.
Yeah, some dusty little boots. I can care less about who they impress till when it's time to put it on. When it's time to put it on. And I see people around the way robbing and hurting people over materialistic things. Right? Seen brother with $300 jeans, okay? And somewhere, it wasn't Newark, I think it was Camden, where they ripped off this kid's jeans. They took his jeans right off of him because it was those $300. That was the true religion
at the time.
Or something. They took the jeans right off of him, right? Hurt him, beat him bad over some jeans. So I'm like, 3 of y'all beat this boy over some jeans, whatever. Which one y'all gonna share the jeans? All right, bro. You wear them this day.
And I wear them.
I'm wearing them the next day. You wear them the next day. Yo,
I think,
idiot stuff, bro.
I think it's because we value things that have no value at all. That's number one. Number two, like you, I have had the opportunity to be around powerful people. I've seen rich people and I've seen wealthy people. Rich people care about that bullshit, right? Where they're ostentatious, they show this and other. But people with true power that truly call the shots, like bankers and real lawyers and Masons and all of these high up people in fraternities, you would never know who they are because their thing is, why would I draw attention to myself? Number one. Number two, this doesn't make me, I make it.
Right.
So their mindset is completely different. The reason that we're all enslaved is because we're chasing after what we think is important. The people that own everything, tell me why they don't have money phones. Tell me why they don't got Gucci belts. How come you don't get the correlation? How come you're unable to see the truth? Because you're sick. That's why. Something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's
trying to keep up with them Joneses, boy, will put you in the poorhouse for
and
real.
Keep you enslaved.
Now, that kind of led us into our topic, what we're going to discuss today. So if you just joined, topic is mistakes you need to stop making after 40. Let's see if y'all, before we start going into our list and everything, let's see some of the things you could come up with. But let's read some of these comments first. Shout out to DT. Shout out to Demetria. Shout out to and Deidre and Victor and everybody. Victor said they would buy because the mentality is Joneses. Exactly. I am still wondering who is the Joneses.
Right.
Yeah, I met them jokers. They broke.
Right.
I refuse to impress anybody. I can find jeans, sneakers, etc. That's not name brand but looks good, or sneakers cheaper than $300. Me too. Me too. I got a lot of compliments on these sneakers I'm wearing right now. Right?
Word.
Yeah, my wife bought them for me, right? They didn't cost nowhere near $300. They didn't cost nowhere near $100. They didn't cost nowhere near $50.
They fly.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Demetri said, "Who got $300 pair of shoe money?" Lisa said,
"Go ahead."
Sandy said, "Not spending tons of money on clothes, shoes, and bags. I could find some bargains." Yeah,
right.
You could. I give you that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Deidre, discount Deidre here. True indeed. Cash said, "I buy 800 and up sneakers for the sole purpose of not too many people have them, just like my electronic toys." That's your fetish thing. That's a fetish to me, bro. You know, I don't think you're really trying to impress nobody, whatever, you know. But, you know, if you want to spend $800 on sneakers where you can actually buy them probably for $100 or whatever, or I could get you some good $75.
There was a question asked, who would spend 300 pair of sneakers? We'll spend that on that, but not a dime on a college tuition or a textbook. Guaranteed. That's the type of people that do stuff like that.
Right, no
doubt. It is what it is.
And then Demetria said, "I don't understand the keeping up with the Joneses mentality. I know plenty of people with money. I'm not one of them."
Yes.
And they dress like everyday preppies. Most of them don't even wear labels.
Yep.
A lot of my friends with money invest in life and save for their future. Do you hear that? Invest in life and save
their future.
For your future.
Yes. Absolutely.
You running around here trying to borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. And I see it all the time. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, yo? You trying to impress that much? You know, and think about it. It's funny. Sandy made a joke one time, right? And I was like, "Sandy, you used to do this and you used to do that. You used to do this." She said, "You know what Sandy said to me?
What?
I got you now. I ain't got to do all that." But when I thought about it, ding, I was like, this is true. All right, so I'm going to be the same way.
You know what? It goes down to what you value. If you place your value in things, then let me take those things. If I take away those $800 shoes and a really expensive car, who are you? Like, if that's all you're striving for, then I can control you by dangling in front. I can make you sell your soul for some stuff. I'm not the one. Can't be brought. Sorry, not me. You know what I mean? And I like nice things and I want to have a nice car and blah, 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 blah. But I'm sorry. I know rich people too. They don't rock like that. They simply don't. And they laugh at us all the way to the bank. I don't get it.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this one thing, and then we're going to move heavily into the topic. The word success. Understand something. What does success mean? You can't answer that, Will. I don't think nobody here can answer that. You know why?
Why?
Because success means something different to everybody. It means something different to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. If Juanita just did a play, right? Let me use Juanita Carrying Hearts Towns as an example. She just did a play, Final Deceit. It was a good play. People came out to see it, right? So people bought tickets, right? So when she went home and had the money in her pocket or whatever, and she went, just say she paid a phone bill, her cell phone, with that money she made off something she loves doing.
Right.
That's success.
That she created and she owns.
That's success.
Hey.
People don't realize that, bro. That's success.
Able to pay your bills.
Stop it. Stop thinking
work.
Success is somebody driving in the Benz and a Beamer or whatever, or walking in some red bottoms or whatever the case may be, or popping Cristal or popping bottles. That's not success. That is not success.
It's slavery, actually.
Yes. When let me tell you something. When I go to Burger King and I get the 2 for $6 for money that I made from being here at BKS.
Yeah, for your own business.
I'm successful.
Absolutely.
I get up in the morning from my house and go to my place of business.
I'm sorry. I got to cut you off. How many black people in this country can say that they feed their family based upon their business, not someone else's business, not going to work for someone else? Maybe you're a football player, but do you own the team? Huh? Maybe you're an actor, but do you own the movie studio? How many people could say, I had an idea, I invested in my idea, and now I'm completely self-sufficient. I sign my own checks. I certainly can't say that. And I think that there's a reason why most of us can't. I'll leave it at that. Google, do your Googles.
Now, Keisha says success is living in your purpose and touching lives. I would say that's part of it. Yes, exactly. I would agree with that. But success, that's what I'm saying. Success means something different.
Yes.
To each one of us, whatever. And so when I heard a person say, well, this person is not successful because he doesn't have this or he doesn't have that. That was so far from the truth. And when they said that, I just looked at them. I'm like, yo, you got a warped,
that's
sense of what success really is. Let me listen. If we get cut off, just go BKS1 Radio TV. I'm pulling it up right, the link into the post. Because Facebook is acting up as usual.
It is what it is. We push on.
Yeah, no doubt. Something here for y'all just to click on and continue the show. Here go the link. YouTube link coming right up.
When you see the link in the chat, just go ahead and pop on over to YouTube since Facebook is bugging.
Yeah, it's just bugging a little bit. It's all good.
It's no
all
problem.
right, shout out to Demetria. Demetria said, I'm successful because I have the car of my dreams, a Chrysler Town, and a country minivan fully loaded. LOL. I'm blessed to be a stay-at-home mom with my wonderful husband and the ability to be the author I always wanted to be. Now you just need to go to my book. LOL. But seriously, buy the book. But see, you know what? We are going to buy the book.
Yeah, I know. You need to send a link on that.
Yeah, send us the link on the book. Put the link into the comment section, and we will support that book. No doubt. Kid said still hear you. Let's read Alicia.
Being on social media, sagging pants, dressing like you're going to the club 7 days a week, hanging out on the corner, slanging, speaking your conversation like you're in your early 20s, spending money that you don't have on nonsense, or even dressing like you're 20-something, holding on to grudges from high school.
All right, so now
Alicia Mitchell.
Let's hit it. Yeah, shout out to Alicia. Let me clap that up. Let me find these claps.
Dig it.
That was worthy of a clap.
All right.
Now, so if you just joined us, we're talking about mistakes you need to stop making after 40. Here's the list. Let's see if we agree. Let's see if you're doing these things we're about to run down right now. All right, this is the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show, BKS1 Radio with Dawu and your boy Storm Known Zero. Let's get it. All right. 8 life mistakes you need to stop making by the age of 40. So I'm going to repeat that again. 8 life mistakes you need to stop making by the age of 40. Let's go to the first one. We're not going to show you the list. We're just going to read it off. 1, guilty.
Drinking heavily.
Drinking heavily.
What once was cute and funny in your 20s and tolerable but inappropriate in your 30s is now completely unacceptable in your 40s. If you're a heavy drinker at that age, it's likely that you're an alcoholic. You may need help. Moreover, not only will people view you as a sad old drunk, but your body will start making you pay for what you've done to it.
It's the holidays.
Coquito.
It's coquito. Okay. It's seasonal.
No. You're going to buy the coquito. My fam made that. We're going to make some money off the coquito, bro.
Y'all got to come get that coquito.
Yeah. That's my girl, Kiss.
Yeah, there's some bottles left. Shout out to Oriana Garcia.
That's right.
On that coquito, the coquito's big. But drink. Listen. I know people, and seriously, that really can't control their alcohol intake, and they're reckless with it, and they're careless with it, and it's truly affecting their life. And still getting like knocked down drunk, like like when we was in college and school days, whatever, and you get so drunk you just can't stand up, and you're like, you're falling over the place, you're doing stupid stuff, whatever, you're getting into arguments and stuff like that. At 40 plus, that needs to stop. You should be a little bit more in control of your situation in your alcohol intake and all of that.
I come from a long line of alcoholics on both sides of my family. So when I saw the negative aspects of drinking, that's why I was like, I'm not going to really get into that. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I'm kind of a teetotal to this day. I will have something socially, but I saw what it did to the lives of my family on both sides. I just decided to stand clear of that. So I agree with you on
that. Okay, I just realized I'm going to need some place to stay today. Well, I don't know if I come over and stay with you because Sandy said I'm in trouble because I drink their coquito.
They drink the coquito. That's all right. Kiss will make bring you some.
Bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kiss will bring you some more.
So, okay, we agree with number 1 or no?
Yes, of course.
All right. So, again, we're talking about 8 life mistakes you need to stop making by 40.
Number 2, blaming other people for your problems.
What?
Woe is me is an easy attitude to have if you haven't had the best life. But guess what? Basically, nobody you know has had it easy. We all go through rough patches. Sure, sometimes those things are a result of other people's wrongdoings, but there's no way you can change that now, and harping on it for the rest of your life isn't going to help.
You got to stop blaming other people for your problems, man. At 40, you got to fall back. Like, you got to really look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I can't really blame this person because I'm not where I want to be at this point in my life. And everything that goes wrong, you seem to blame others. I see people do this a lot. Anything goes wrong. Oh, it's because of this. This is why this didn't happen. Oh, it's because of this. This is why I got in this situation. Oh, it's because of this. This is why I got in this. Stop it. Cut it out. Look in the mirror and realize what it is that you're not doing or where you're not applying yourself to be where you want to be or have what you want to have.
So if someone over...
Take some accountability.
Yes. If someone over 40 is saying that, I just cut them off. When a younger person says that to me, I want to guide, teach, and love them the way someone taught and loved me. But at this age, when I hear that, I don't tolerate it. I'm like, oh, okay, I just tip my hat. No judgment. But at this time of my life, if you haven't learned that lesson, I'm not the person to teach it to you. You're like an energy vampire. I'll pray for you the best. I pray for the best. But I'm not going to jump on a sinking ship. Not me. Not at this age.
No doubt. No doubt. All right, so we on number 3.
Yes.
And again, we're talking about mistakes you need to stop making after 40. And some people, I know some people, man, my age, still doing the same dumb stuff they was doing in high school. And I hate to say it. I see them on the same block, doing the same things. It's sad. Y'all know people like that.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it 100.
Absolutely.
All right, so number 3, engaging in crazy fitness regimens. Man, know your body, man. Stop trying to overexert yourself. You know you too old to be doing that, Will.
Let me tell you something. I got some bad news last week, right? So I was like, I'll show you. When you see me again, I'm going to be in shape. You should have chose me. Man, I went outside, man. And, dun-dun-dun, because I was angry. Dun-dun-dun. Joker, the next day, my knee said, won't. Like, I didn't warm up. I didn't stretch. It was like 20 degrees outside. Man, my back, my sciatica. Listen. We all need to take better care of ourselves health-wise, but be smarter. And being crazy is just stupid.
Yeah, my thing is, I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, right? A lot of my classmates, they did a dodgeball game, right? Dodgeball game. We all was on different teams and everything. So I went out there like Superman, right? I was rocking out. I was running them bases, throwing the ball and dodging the ball and tumbling in the grass and all of that. They was like, yo, no, I'm doing this thing.
Next day, boy.
When I got up.
Next day, boy.
Sandy had to walk me to the car. Knees was done. I was out for about a month, in a couple weeks, bro.
Wow.
It put me out. That's when I realized I'm just not that same dude. Now I'm usually very athletic. I would play some ball. I would do this. I'm usually very athletic. But I realized I can't do none of that same stuff I used to do. And if I try to do it and get it off, I'm going to pay for it the next day.
And before we move on, you know what it makes me humble, right? Because I promise you, I could not get out of the bed today. That's how bad my back was hurting. So this hyper-masculine, what you say, no? Ow. Man, I might throw my back out just sweeping my lawn or whatever. So you're supposed to get wiser. And, you're supposed to learn from your past mistakes. And just because in my mind I feel like I'm 27, I'm not. I'm 50. So you know what I mean? You got to start taking better care of yourself and acknowledging that you're mortal. You're not indestructible. Got to be a little smarter.
No doubt. All right. So again, we're talking about mistakes you need to stop making by the age of 40. Living in the past.
Living in the past often relates to trying to hold on to a time that we enjoy that it's long gone. And sometimes that detrimental to the future. So many people are thinking about high school, college, etc., and wishing they had done this or that with their lives. Instead of focusing on what could have been, your 40s are a time to focus on what is and what still to come. What still can be, forgive me. Becoming an active participant in your life, you'll be amazed at what you've missed by spending too much time looking in the rearview mirror.
No doubt. Living in the past. So look at the movies like Girls Trip, man. Rough Night. The movie Rough Night, Girls Trip. I've seen both those movies. Those are prime examples of people still trying to hold on to their past, their high school. How you and your girls used to run in high school and college is not the same way you could run when you hit your 40s and you're more mature now, or you got kids, you got more responsibilities or whatever. It's just like certain things you need to stop doing. You're not going to run out there and binge drink like crazy, like you used to do. You're not going to run out there and have sex with multiple people.
Right.
And be reckless like you probably used to do, or whatever it is. There's certain things you should not be doing anymore, and certain things you shouldn't even want to do anymore.
I think that people that have had success early really fall victim to that. I was a late bloomer, right? Uncoordinated, shy, clumsy, etc. And when I meet some friends now who were named nameless, when they were the top person, the top football star, the top wrestler, whatever, some of them can't get past it, and they always reflect on, because that was the best time in their life. Well, because at that time I was getting sand kicked into my face. I was like this, I'll show you,
right.
I'll show you. So what it did was it kept me present. It made me realize that I'm about the future, not about the past. And I think that some people that experience that initial early success when they're young kind of are like, some of them can be old, broke down haters. Now, there are also people that was born successful, born with a silver spoon in their mouth, humble, and keep on going. But for me, if Norm would have gave me this opportunity at 27 instead of 47,
right,
I'll be dead. Grabbing this mic with my ego. Are you crazy? So it is what it is.
Number 5, trying to be somebody you're not.
I see this all the time with people who are in relationships that they shouldn't be in, trying to fit someone else's mold of perfection when you're just fine the way you are. I've never really succumbed to this affliction, as I'm sort of a take me or leave me kind of guy. I actually couldn't help it if I tried.
Right.
But there are instances when I've tried to do something or act a certain way that would please the person I'm with. In the end, it's a fool's errand, because the cracks will eventually show, and at that point, you just come disingenuous. If I can be frank here, I'd rather you think I'm a raging a-hole than a ninny who doesn't appreciate his own identity. Wow. Besides, at age 40, you really want to keep playing these games?
Yeah.
You want me to go or you? Because
Go ahead.
In my case, loneliness, because I'm a take me or leave me type of guy, no doubt about it. But loneliness and fear and desperation made me attempt to drop who I was and what I stood for, and just myself in general. So, if I was in a relationship and the person was a little, abusive, I didn't say anything. I would just pretend like I didn't have an opinion. Check this out. I got an opinion. Loud. I say inappropriate stuff. I need you to know that I'm passionate. I'm emotional, right? I need you to know this out front, because I'm not changing. I don't want to waste my time. Now, just because I'm afraid to be alone, or I feel self-conscious because, I want to be with someone too.
Right.
It's so true. If a person can't take you for who and what you are, you're just wasting time. I have lived more years than I have left.
Right.
I want to optimize the time that I have left. I understand that I'm not for everybody, but me pretending to be somebody I'm not just to be around, who are you?
I see it. You know what? I see it a lot, and it's funny because we all go to class. Some of us go to our class reunions, some don't, right? So you kind of see that sometimes happen at these class reunions, and I've went places to where people fronting like they really a nurse and trying to be an RN and
right.
Yeah, and I'm studying to be a doctor. I got just one more year left and 2 more
LPN.
years. Yeah, and I know what it really is,
Right,
and I'm like
CNA or whatever.
and I know somebody that knows them. Like they're nowhere near being a doctor.
Right.
Like, and that's their story like the whole time. Or I hear people, trying to front. Oh yeah, I'm about to be the head of this company, whatever. The CEO's about to make me president, and this and this and that, and like just telling stories. And this is a small world, man. And I've heard people lie right to my face, trying to be somebody that they're not.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. Y'all want to hear something crazy, right? So I'm out here. I'm out here at an event. I'm out here at an event, bro.
Okay.
Walks up to me, right, to circle people that I'm around. And I'm trying to do it without putting nobody on blast.
Mhm.
But dude walks up to me, dude circling around. Be like, yeah, man, we I'm about to do my own show, and I'm about to get down with this station and everything. I'm about, and we gonna be on Friday night. And I said, word, what station? BKS1 Radio. He didn't know who I was. He didn't know who I was. He was like, yeah, man, I'm about to have my own show. Blah, blah, blah. He was like,
wow.
Yeah. I said, what station? He said, BKS1 Radio. So my dude looked at me. He goes, and I said, yeah. I said, when you starting? He said, Friday. He said, yeah, I got my own show and everything, blah, 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 and this and that. I said, word. I got this sponsor. I said, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I didn't want to embarrass him.
Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. Yeah.
I was like, that's what's up, bro. I said, congrats on that. I said, yo, send me the link to the show.
You telling the owner of the station that you on the station and the owner
But this is somebody, he's older, past 40. He's trying to be somebody and not. Because he heard our conversation. We were talking about media and all this stuff, but we didn't talk about no names or names of station. But we was talking about media and what we're doing and certain events we was involved in. So he wanted to jump. You know how some people just want to be a part of the conversation.
Wow.
So imagine that, bro. How would you have handled that?
I wouldn't have blown his spot up, but I'd have probably turned red because I'm yellow, and I'd have probably made a couple of faces or whatever. I wouldn't have blew. It's like, really? I'm on BKS every day. I never saw you. I wouldn't have said that, but I would have. I don't know how. I really don't know how I would.
My boy went into the corner and just started busting out laughing, yo. He just.
You know what? I probably would have stayed quiet.
And this chick heard it. She just started sniggling. Like nobody wanted to blow up his spot.
And he didn't know why everybody was laughing at him.
Yeah, but here's the kicker though.
What's that?
What it he was trying to come here and get a show. He didn't have nothing solid, nothing yet. So when the kicker is, the B side to that story is, he walked first and saw me, and he was just like, "Yeah."
Did you give him a shot?
Nah, I really didn't want. Listen. What's that song? Can't trust it. What is that? Flav?
No. Can't trust it.
Can't trust it. Couldn't trust it, bro. Yo, you should have seen his face, though.
You
should have seen his face.
You know what, man? Before you move on, I've been blessed to know a lot of phenomenal people. And what I never do is use my relationships with those people to advance my career. You happen to find out who I rock with, that's great. But for the most part, it's about the work. You know what I mean? And Norm definitely, and everyone here at BKS1 feels the same way. You might run across my Instagram and be like, you know what I mean? Keep it like that. Keep it about the work. Keep it humble. I just don't understand why a grown man would try to impress another grown man. I just don't.
But it happens.
Not my thing.
Again, that's one of the things. That's mistakes we need to stop making by the age of 40. Trying to be somebody you're not. Just cut it out. Just be who you are.
That goes with 6.
Number 6.
Apologizing for who you are.
Apologizing for who you are.
Do you consider yourself a decent person? Pay your taxes on time. Hold the door for people behind you. Say I love you to your mother before you hang up the phone. Take your friends out for a drink on their birthday. Good. In that case, unless you've hurt someone's feelings unnecessarily or otherwise committed a crime, you don't need to apologize to anyone for who you are. By now, who you are isn't changing a lot. You've got 40 years under your belt, so accept it.
Let me tell you something. You ever heard of the term, yo, he just set in his way? Yo, he's setting his ways. She's setting her way by now. You know, she's 50-something years old. At some point, you got to stop apologizing for who you are. Listen, man. If you a skinny guy, at 40 still, whatever, you a big dude at 40, whatever.
That's who you gonna be.
And that's just who you are, or whatever. And you're always trying to make excuses for something, or you're not at a certain point in your life. You know what I'm saying? You are put where you at for reasons. Like, and people got to realize this. Those that do believe in God makes no mistakes.
Yep.
He makes no mistakes. So you are where you should be at, actually. You know what I'm saying? Until it's time for otherwise. You know, but my whole thing is like, if you in the mailroom, and you're working in the mailroom and you're 45 years old, so what? If that's where you are, you got to stop making excuses. Oh, the only reason I'm still in the mailroom, man, is because, you know, like right now the company put a freeze on promotions right now. You know, this is right now. I just got to stay right here in the mailroom. And this has been your same story for 6 years or whatever like that. Don't apologize for it. You got a job. At 40, at 45, you still big. You can't lose that weight you want to lose. It's not working out the way you. Just accept it. Maybe it's just meant for you just to be a big bone person. Try to stay healthy, but maybe it's just meant. No, I'm just keeping it real. But some people make excuses. Oh wow. Everybody, listen, man. Everybody is meant to be different. There are people that are meant to be skinny. There are people that are meant to be tall.
Short. Yeah, of course.
Big, whatever. You know, whatever the case. You know, like it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, stop trying to apologize for who you are. You know,
I think that in order to do that, you have to stop being judgmental. Okay, this person does this or looks like that, so they're this or they're that. Listen, just for where that's where you are. Well, guess what? In the same way I acknowledge that that's where you are, this is where I am. I know I'm not like you say, a quote unquote bad guy. I have mistakes and I work, but to try to pretend that I'm something that I'm not, to try to win your affection and this and that, I'm not the one. Listen, when it came time for Moses to part the Red Sea, and Israel and the Egyptians were chasing the Israelites, and everybody said, "What am I going to do?" God said, "What is in your hand?" Because Moses was tripping. All I have was this staff. What did he do? Use what you have. He used what he had in his hand. He put it in the ground, and it parted. The problem is we don't use what we have. If you're in a mailroom and you're not the best mailroom clerk that you could possibly be, your ass is going to always be that. Work what God gave. Work what's in your hand. Work what you have and be the best at what you do. If you're the best at what you do with integrity and love and discipline, which a lot of us aren't disciplined, the universe is going to open up. Or stay your ass in the mailroom.
Well, like dude said, right now I'm washing lettuce. Next week I'll be on fries. And then that's when the big bucks come in.
Oh yeah, that was a commercial like that. Yeah, remember?
No, that was on Coming to America.
yeah.
Louis Anderson.
He was like, next.
Now I'm washing lettuce.
It's true.
2 weeks I'll be on fries.
Listen.
And then that's when the big bucks roll in.
That was funny. Hey, General, you ever heard this term? Your gifts will make room for you. If there's no room being made, it's because you're not gifted and you're not working it. Or you can be gifted and not work your gift. See, if there's something that you're good at, opportunities are going to come. But if you don't take that thing that you are and become more technique and more skilled, you're going to stay where you are. So be who you are.
No doubt. DT said good burger. Alicia Mitchell said, I am, hold on.
Unapologetically.
Yes.
Who God created me to be, and he seems to be fine with it. By it.
Exactly. Hey, let me clap that.
Hey.
She getting all them claps today.
DT, your arms too short to box with God. If you have a life, then you need to obey him or shut it down and make you work
harder,
right?
Yo, let me tell you something. I'm right where I should be.
So am I.
I'm not complaining about anything. You know why? Because I woke up this morning.
Thank God.
80% healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said 80% because I got them aches and pains and all of that. 85, got the little asthma popping, but nothing I can't survive.
Right.
You know, so I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Too. Yes.
Any day above ground for me is a great day. Shout out to D Sands. D Sands said, when you are in the mailroom, you know everyone, and could get a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yo, I was in the mailroom in corporate, and I got moved up.
I literally was in a mailroom, and from there, temporary in the mailroom, and I parlayed into a career. That literally happened to me.
Yeah.
Listen. The secret to is to stop obsessing over who you are and just give your way out of it.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Right now, I'm opening envelopes. 2 weeks, I'll be putting stamps on the envelopes. And then that's when the big bucks roll in. All right.
I got a paper cut. Ouch, but I'm going to make it.
Let's get with this last one.
Last one.
Roll.
I do got to roll.
Yeah, no doubt. Number 7.
Being afraid.
Running away from debt. And these are mistakes you should stop making by the time you're 40. Running away from debt. Pay your debt.
Like heavy drinking, if you're under a mountain of debt at age 40, there's a chronic issue in your life that needs to be identified and addressed. Now, that's the time to ask yourself some very important questions. How did I accumulate this debt? What's holding me back from reducing or eliminating it? Do I really want to live like this forever? The answer to the latter question is you don't. Nobody wants to carry the heavy financial burden of debt on their back for the rest of their life. Do what you need to do. Get your finances in order. Bottom line, you are not a kid.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. Clap it up.
Yep. Stop running away, man. Face your debt. Face it head on.
And last,
8, being afraid to live.
I read a story once where a nurse said that on patients' death often reveal the biggest regrets of their lifetimes. The visual of that scenario has stuck with me, but I also wonder why so many people have so many regrets. Personally, I try to live without regret, and for the most part, I've succeeded. Certainly, terrible things have happened to me, and I've also been a catalyst for terrible things for other people. But all I can do is accept the former, apologize for the latter, and learn from both experiences. If I die tomorrow, I will be content that I've done things I've wanted to do up to this point in my life, and that people that I love know that I love them.
Now, I'm going to clap that up because I thought about it. God forbid if I leave this earth tomorrow, I'll be okay, right? And I'm going to tell you why. I've been blessed with so many opportunities, and I've done a lot of things that a lot of people haven't dreamed of doing. Met a lot of people, been a lot of places, experienced a lot of different things, right, that people didn't get a chance to experience, that want to do it. But I also had the chance to see the flip side of that too, is that it's not all cracked up what people think it is.
Yeah, of course. All that glitters ain't gold.
It's not all, all that glitters is not gold. It's not what people think it is too. It is a lot of hard work, and in this type of business, a lot of people are phony, and I don't gel with phony people. If anybody ever met me that listened to the show, if you actually ever met me and got a chance to know me, you'll get a sense that I'm not a phony person. And it's like, but I'm not phony, and I will speak, tell you what I really think if you really want to know. But I've learned that it's not all what it's cracked up to be, right? So there's certain things I stopped pursuing, and that's and so when people ask me, they say, "So are you content with where you at and what you doing?" I'm very content, because there are people that try to get into this for that whole hoopla and the glitter and just to meet a celebrity, whatever. I'm in this now for information and having a platform where people can get out information in a different way, and talk about things that you're not going to hear on terrestrial radio and you're not going to hear on mainstream TV or whatever, because they can't do it. We can do what we want here on this platform, and I always wanted to create a platform for that. So when I started realizing that, okay, I can care less if I go to these celebrity events now. I can care less if I do this interview now. I can care less, whatever. I just want to sit and have a good show and come up with great things and discuss things that relate to real people. I'm good with that. And then bring other people into this opportunity so they could do the same thing. And so they can, this is one of the things in entertainment. I'm going to say this, and you're going to get it then. So at certain things in the entertainment industry, they cut you off because you're too old. You become too old. You can be an 80-year-old radio host.
Absolutely.
And still get on the radio and every day do your thing and whatever like that. And people never realize that, So when you want to get into be this supermodel and this or whatever like that, they got cutoff points now for everything. You want to be this super pop star, they got cutoff points for that. They got cutoff ages for that. this is something that this is an industry really that's ageless. As long as you can talk and you got a voice, you'll have a position, you'll have a job, you can have a career. So with that being said,
in conclusion, to wrap the show up,
stop being afraid to live.
I too, you know, if I die right now, you know, I'm not cool because there are people that I still want to be around, want to support, but for me personally, this is my dream. I'm living my dream, and everyone around me knows exactly who and what I am and what I stand for. I'm not perfect. I'm not anything like that, but getting the opportunity to spread love and to spread truth, it humbles me. It makes me think about it. It makes me grateful. So, of course, I agree with you 100%. Last thing that we're going to go. There's one more thing that at 40 I'm not going to do anymore. Co-sign bullcrap. Do you know, I would always wonder why Norm would kind of cringe by some of the things that I've said over this airway. It's because he's a business owner, a person that has his own business and is actively in community making things happen. Okay? I come from the conscious community. It's no shade on that. It's no this and all that. Sometimes people will put consciousness over it and black over it, and they be hustling, and they be trying to get money off the back of their own people, huh? Give a speech and somebody give money or say they're gonna open up a school or do this or do that or fly to Africa or this, that, and the third, and really never deliver a product. So now I come in with Norm, and all Norm is about is product and business. Dawood, what are you producing? What are you selling? What are you doing to get the business out there? What are you doing this? What are you doing that? Lastly, also, do you know, formerly you could be in my family, but on that bull crap, and I'd be like, oh, that's just my, that's just my family. No. Black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, if you on that bull crap, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm not going to continue to subjugate myself to bull crap ideas just because I'm loyal to being black, loyal to being in my family, or it's the white man, it's this or that. If you on that bull crap, I'm going to call you out. So that's what I'm going to do now that I'm 40.
No doubt. We want to thank everybody for joining us today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show.
Somewhere.
Yes. We will be back tomorrow with some more things to talk about and another topic. We appreciate you all. Nothing but love for you all, man. You know we love our peoples, man. So make sure y'all, whatever platform you're listening to us on, you share it out. Even when we're done with this show, share it out. You know what I'm saying? Tag somebody in it.
And watch it again.
Yes, and watch it again.
Yes.
Man. We love doing what we do, and we hope you love us too. All right, so y'all know what it is, man. And y'all got to remember something. This Saturday, what's going down, baby?
The Zulu Bar.
The Zulu Bar, it is going
West
down.
Orange, New Jersey.
Yes.
10th anniversary.
Yes, it is the official holiday party. WBKS1 Radio this Saturday, 7 p.m. at the Zulu Bar, 437 Main Street, West Orange, Jersey. It is the Who Owns the Mic open mic event along with the holiday party, and it's BKS1 Radio's 10th year anniversary.
Brought to you by Luster Silver.
Yes, it is. Go at the Zulu Bar. Come on out, y'all, for real. Have a good time with us. Celebrate with us. I'll be on the ones and twos, rocking out, taking y'all on a musical journey.
All right.
You're doing what I do. Shout out to DJ Oki E. He's going to be rocking out too on the ones and twos. He's going to beef and everything for that day, so I can party with y'all and everything. The Zulu Bar has great food and also great drink specials. There's going to be some things, some little gift prizes and everything. We're going to do a little trivia, have a little fun. You know how we do. BKS1 Radio. But we're going to be rocking out, and there's going to be some incredible entertainment touching that mic. So come on out, have a good time. I'm posting up the link if you want to get your ticket early and everything. The tickets are only $10. 7 p.m. sharp, Zulu Bar, West Orange, New Jersey, 437 Main Street. Rock with BKS1 Radio. It's our 10th year anniversary.
Norm on the wheels of steel, me in the corner with the chicken wings.
No doubt.
Let's get it.
And remember something. This show is never about us.
It is always about you.
Because what?
You are the next best kept secret.
See y'all tomorrow.
Peace and blessings. Bang, 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 bang. Black excellence.
Hey.
Bye.
Felicia.
Yeah, bye, Felicia.
My dude. Peace.